All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Well, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, this is second video that we are doing for how Clean Chain Operator is gonna show us how far we've made. It's just a continuation of those who watched the previous video, where we started the refinement, where we started building on top of it. It's just a follow through. So we had this part where we're checking out whether the database works. So it's where I want us to start from. This is day 2 of vibe coding, and we're gonna push this vibe coding until we finish and complete this project. Okay, so welcome to day 2. Let's kick off. So what I did here was I first checked. Of course, we have vibe coding, so everything's just gonna be AI. And of course, I have some good clothes, but for now I'm using Codex 5.3. So what I did is I asked Codex tell me whether we have what do we have, what databases do we use, and of course told us we have byte URL. As you can see, the superbase unknown key, so we have superbase in it. We have the JWT unknown key. So what we try to see now is what works in our superbase, right? Seeing the weights table works, the marker works. These are tables I created. Zeros currently. The profiles does not work because rest calls returns. Could not find the table. Then we have these. So in other words, we really have to resolve that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you how so that you can know how to prompt these things easily. So tell it how can I resolve issue with the profiles and user wallet. Yeah, so we want to fix this so that we ensure that it works well. But there's something about this wallet, remember, that I talked about that doesn't work well. Because when you connect wallet, it will connect to whatever wallet. But when we come, let me say, to the user dashboard and go back to the home page, it actually closes these. So we have to make sure we remove that, okay? Yeah, so that's one thing I want us to first solve. But as we wait to solve that, since it's not that serious, we are going to wait for this to work. Yeah, so in the meantime, we're going to be checking out something very crucial that we need to add this to this project. So in the meantime, we had chosen to use plastic pennies, but as per now, we are not going to have any plastic pennies since it's a token that we have to generate for our own. So what we are going to do is we are going to use Blink, and we shall transition this into Blink Wallet. So we're going to be using Blink Wallet. And those who are familiar with Blink is a wallet for Bitcoin, as you can see. So simply, it has so many things like the APIs you can access. So in this case, you can access the APIs and see how to work with them, because I want us to be able to send money, and for this project to work, we have to be able to send money. Someone can connect to their Blink address, be able to send money, send each and anything they want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my email. I could actually use my phone. Okay, phone actually works. I believe it does, because these guys actually do good stuff. So in the meantime, let's first be checking for that. ASAP. Where's Uganda? Oh, where are we? Yeah, we're here. So I'm just going to do this. 17353. So I want you to send me the message on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm gonna use my phone. You brief me a bit. Okay, because this one I'm going to receive. So I have to do this to align it. Okay, so I expect that code to come to me so that I can enter it. And I've got it here. It's simply 307 373 Yeah, so I expect this to work so that you can be able to access the dashboard. All right, so this is the dashboard where we get the Blink API from. So this is the Blink API that I have, and I want us to be able to get API keys. And I'm going to, of course, show. I'm not going to. I'm going to first get the API keys and keep them somewhere because I don't want to expose my API keys here for issues. So let's first go back and check. Okay, it wants us to allow. It has applied code hardening in the app for a quick build to verify steel companies. Exact SQL. Okay, it's cooking. Yeah, so this project is built on Byte, and also it's also built on React TypeScript for the front end. Then of course we have smart contracts in the back end. It's just the list folder. Yeah, but we're about to only use the Blink API, so that will be able to allow users to be able to do purchases, because we want this to be live. We want them to really transaction money and make real money. So that's all we're going to use for now. And yeah, so let it first be doing that. And as I work on the next API issue, the Blink API, as soon as it's sorted, then we're going to integrate it in the next video. This is where we're going to get our API key. We add it into the project. Of course, don't see my API keys that are before, but yeah, that is it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.